One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. But truth is in the building. What's going down? Man, slow motion. What's up with everybody? Salute. Man, I just wanted to like kind of like tap in and do a love versus hate. We haven't did one of these in a minute. And so since, we had a few people that tapped in like on Sunday, man, it was only right that we kind of like follow it up and do a little something. It seemed like if we talk about like relationships and stuff like that, um, people seem to get something out of it. Let me get my chats on over here in case somebody pop up. Ain't nobody rocking with me yet, but I know they watching it like live. But so um I don't know. When you start talking about like cheating, that raised the interest of ladies. When we start talking about do ladies cheat better than men, you dig what I'm saying? Everybody had to tap in. Everybody got something to say. You know what I mean? When it comes to relationships, cheating, stuff like that. Probably because it's something that's close to the heart. You know, real recognize real. It might sound cliche, but it is. And every time you're talking to somebody and you're having a conversation with this person, if they giving you something that's so sincere, you have to respect it. It's like, man, um, I'll tell you a little story, but let me hold on real quick. Rest in peace to my little cousin Brandon Jones, man. Um, went to his funeral yesterday, and they gave me the privilege of cutting his hair and like lining his beard up, and it was a different experience because it's the first time I ever did something like that. And I'm a God fearing man, so I knew that like when I was in the room with him when I was cutting his hair and I was doing his beard, Brandon ain't in there no more. His spirit is up there with the Father, and so right now I'm just I'm designing a shell, but it's still my auntie's son, and this is her baby. You dig what I'm saying? This is the way that she remember him. This is the last time that she saw him. So I was very grateful to be called to do it. And not only that, to me and to have family come back and say, "Bear, you got him looking nice." Vic said something that was kind of cool. Vic was just like, "Man, he looked like he ready to jump up out of there." You dig what I'm saying? Because they had him nice. Ash threw a nice little ponytail in there with the little beard. And nowadays we got the black ice, so we can black ice him and have him crispy. And you dig what I'm saying? And he went home well. I don't know if that's what he really wanted, but at the end of the day, Auntie, you did an awesome job. Listen, the food was good. Just the whole setup. Morgan and them setup, man. Listen, I wish I had like more video, more pictures of just the repast and the stuff like that. But just the whole family being together, and then just seeing like all the kids, the nieces and nephews, and then their kids. You dig what I'm saying? Brandon nieces and nephews, then their kids. Mike is gone, so a lot of Mike kids is in there, and so now he over there with Big Mike and Daquan, and so they chilling. You know what I mean? They in a whole different and a better place. Brandon family ain't hurting no more. You dig what I'm saying? And they got him out of here the right way. You know what I mean? And so I just wanted to say rest in peace. And once I get the feedback from Nikita, and then probably like Sunday, I'm gonna do a tribute to him. I'm put pictures up and post up, and you know what I mean. And because that's my little cousin, I gotta put on for him. So, but at the same time, man, we're gonna miss him. And yesterday, it was hard, but it was cool. If that makes any sense, you dig what I'm saying? It was hard, but it was cool. And so yeah, so now sticking to the script with hold on. First of all, turn up for Christ or burn up for life. We ain't gonna never stop doing that. Give Jesus Christ his props because he is the Lord and the Savior of my life. I don't know about you, but yeah. So how I was telling you, um, it seemed like when we talk about like relationships and stuff like that, we get like views. People want to tap in. People gotta, they want to say something because I think people are hurting. You know what I mean? And anytime you catch people that's hurting and you can feed into their spirit. Do you see the beautiful message that the lady posted on my page, Erica? And I mean, I haven't got a chance to put my words together because I gotta talk to her and tell her, what I mean, what she's spoken to me. It's sort of like something that God has showed me. So she kind of confirmed some things. But you notice how she was going through something and she said, "You touched on something that I'm going through right now today." And she was glad to see the new me. Now, fast forward to today, I'm at lunch on my break, and I'm sitting at the table with this little young cat, right? And I don't know him. You dig what I'm saying? Little young dude. got to be in his 20s or something. Little, I'm gonna say little white kid. You know what I mean? Super smooth, cool. We sit at the table a lot, so I have like little candy, and I put the candy on the table. Like, boom, y'all want some candy? Let everybody pull. So he know me from there. So he don't know I do the podcast. He don't, you know what I mean? No, nothing about me going to church, love God, read and stuff like that. So I love to talk to people. Basically, that's all that is. But meanwhile, my man say, he say, you look like you got some advice or something. He's like, man, he's like, I want to ask you something. He's like, you know what I mean? You look like you knowledgeable, like you can give me some good advice. And so he was saying, you know what I mean, him I guess him and his girl is going through something. They used to work together at Starbucks. Now he's working over at Kraft. So I guess he was saying like they had like a little fallout. And so what he was going to do, he wanted to know, do you think I should get some flowers and go over to her house, you know what I mean, and give her some flowers and kind of like try to make things right. And I told him, yeah, you know what I mean, but I said, Here's something that'll be better." I said, if y'all used to work together and you know her schedule, I said, why don't you go down to the Flower Rama or the little shops that sell flowers? Why don't you go get some flowers and send them to the job? You know what I mean? Um, Take the little card, put like a nice little message on the card, and then pay for them to deliver them to her on her job, like when you think she's going to break, or when at least you know that she's in there, so that when she's at work, she can get these flowers. And I said, because you can go over to her house and she see you coming, you know what I mean? It might be like the little attitude or something that you're going through. But sometimes if you catch a person off guard, you know what I mean? And just like, all right, you don't know this dude that's delivering them. Y'all don't even know who he's here for. He pull up, can I speak to such and such? Oh, I got a delivery for you. Now everybody around you, they looking like, dang girl, who sent you flowers? Now either they know your dude or they don't. But any which way it go, at that point in time, he letting you know that you're special. You see what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day, instead of just trying to go over there thinking it could smooth all the way out, you just leave a nice little message on the card. Now that give you something to think about. So now you read the little card, you get the flowers, then all of a sudden too, your coworkers know that somebody thinking about you, somebody care about you. Because little bitty things mean a lot to ladies. You dig what I'm saying? And it's just like you got to make them feel like you really care about them, And he accepted it. You know what I mean? I don't know if he's gonna do it, but he asked me something else, man. He says because I think it was a situation where she might be getting ready to make a move, and I think he wanted to know, should he make this move with her? You know what I mean? And so I was just like, man, if it's somebody that you really care about and you love, if you really think like, you know what I mean, you going there with her is gonna make a difference. You dig what I'm saying? And I told him, I said, you should go for it. I said, because when you get older, you know what I mean, it's already gonna boil down to you finding that ride or die. You dig what I'm saying? You're trying to find that person that you can say, all right, I'll face life with you. You dig what I'm saying? It's like me and you, we can do this. You dig? You know what I mean? I have no fear that okay, if me and you is what's up, Jumac? If me and you run this race against life, you got my best interest at hand, I got your best interest at hand, and I know that if we double down on anything, we're gonna win. You dig what I'm saying? We're gonna be because Les, if you got the ride or die with you, when you down, that ride or die gonna pick you up. When that ride or die is down, then you gotta pick them up. So you always gotta have that person that's gonna balance you out. You dig what I'm saying? And you gotta know that okay, this is the one. So a lot of times, man, we be out here, we be playing and stuff, we be doing too much, joking, and next thing you know, you're gonna mess around and you're gonna blow it. And so, like I told him, I said, man, don't wait till you get my age and then start trying to figure it out. If I could have figured it out when I was at that age, man, I would have saved myself so much trouble and I probably would have been probably millionaire status or something. And it ain't all about the money. That ain't what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, just think about it. Those of us that's in the mid 30s, late 30s, man, if you're in your mid 30s, you still got, you know what I mean? Maybe you still clubbing. You still want to, you know what I mean, be out there, do your thing. But I'm in my 40s. You dig what I'm saying? And everything has got to count right now. So I gotta comb every situation over with a fine tooth comb. Like I need to know what's happening. Who are you? Are you crazy? Am you going? We gonna get together? Then I gotta worry about this or I gotta worry about that. You dig what I'm saying? And So sometimes you wind up bumping heads with the wrong person. And G Max said, "Love is love." I mean, it can be. You dig what I'm saying? If it's love. So I guess we're gonna figure out what is love. You dig what I'm saying? Because what we've been talking about, Jumac, you should pop up on the podcast sometimes. I'll send you the link, my dude. You want to talk? You got a phone? I'll send you the link. Okay, so last week we talked about taking out the time to heal before you jump into a relationship, because you don't want to jump into a relationship and you ain't got yourself together. You ain't got yourself together. You ain't nothing but a mess for everybody. You dig what I'm saying? Then you bring your mess over here trying to think you about to be over here and save the day, or you can pick this person up, or you about to fall in love with this person. And you don't do nothing but wind up messing it up, messing up their life, messing up your life. And then God forbid if there's some kids involved. Because when you got kids involved, they didn't do nothing to nobody. So now you got this toxic person in your life, in your house, and they ain't on nothing. And now your kids is looking at these examples and stuff like that. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do the conversation. And so, love versus hate. This is the one where I'm gonna take a few quotes. I'm gonna read some of them, and you can figure out whether you love them or whether you hate them. We're gonna watch this little video real quick. Then I'm gonna read some of these quotes, and we're just gonna go from there. Y'all tap in. I see it's a few people watching. Jumac, if you really want to be on the podcast, let me know, bro. Matter of fact, the '90s party, bro. You '80s '90s party. I was putting it in your inbox, man. You know what I'm saying? The black party is over with, y'all. It's time to get to it. So I'm telling you, everybody was talking about they want them tables. The people that buy like them 6 tickets at a time, I'm putting them in them tables. And once them tables is gone, it's a wrap. You dig what I'm saying? And they are buying tickets. I got a few couples that's been buying them. So remember, 2 for $40. You dig what I'm saying? One for 25. But if it's two of y'all coming together, y'all want to buy 2 tickets at a time, go ahead and get the two for the 40. Free food. And some of the TVs came in. So I got two 32 inches over there now with the vacuum cleaner, the rug cleaner, air fryer, and stuff like that. That we're gonna be, some of the stuff is gonna be raffled, some of the stuff is gonna be given away with that ticket. So I got another TV that's coming too. So it's gonna go down. Now listen, um, for sure. You said I need to be live. Okay, I'm just saying I can send you the link whenever, but you gotta we gotta discuss it, because you just can't you ain't finna just come on here, man, and just start talking crazy. But you know what love is. You got a down person in your life in your corner. Hold on, watch this video real quick. Let me see which one is it. Is it number one? All right.
When a woman has the power to walk away from a man that she loves, but he's not loving her back the right way, she allows the space that is necessary for her heart to heal. More importantly, when a woman can walk away from a man, when you can say to a man, okay, I'm done, I'm out of here, you then give that man the space he needs to gain clarity. Because sometimes access breeds blindness. We're blind to what we have access to. I would liken it to being in New York City at the Empire State Building. If you're right there at the front door, you can't see it because you have direct access.
That was dope. That was super dope. You know what I mean? And he said a lot. He said a few little things in there that made some sense. So I'm gonna piggyback off a few things that he talked about, and then we're gonna jump into, you know, I always kind of study, and when I come across something that's pretty cool, you know what I mean. And then when you mix it with life experiences and like what you done been through, like I said, real recognize real, and that's the reason why it come off so authentic to y'all, because you go through it too. We done all been through it. This is how I dealt with it, and you might, you know what I mean. This might be a few pointers or tips on how you can deal with it, because at the end of the day, like I said, I don't care who you are, whether you've been a little kid, you done had a crush on somebody, and you done had your heart broken. It just comes with the territory. It comes with life. And so, as you get a little bit older, I think it hurts a little bit more. You know what I mean? Because now that's when your stomach start hurting and you can't eat. You know what I mean? You'd have been in love with somebody and you don't even feel like eating. You dig what I'm saying? Your stomach messed up. And you can't think, you mad, you playing out conversations in your head, what you gonna say to them the next time you say it, when you talk, you gonna cuss them out, whatever you gonna do. You dig what I'm saying? All right, but listen to this. So one of the things he said, he's like, ladies, if y'all could take out the time to back up from a situation, you know what I mean? If you can finally walk away to the person, you can see better. You know what I mean? Because sometimes when we like in a relationship and it's like, all right, you don't want to let the person go, y'all don't want to let each other go. And matter of fact, this is for the people that's still in the same house with each other. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all living in the same house, and so it's kind of hard to see where you need to be, what you want to be. You dig what I'm saying? Because y'all right up under each other. So you can't see the whole picture. He's like, you standing in front of the Empire State Building. You standing in front of the Empire State Building. You're not finna see the top. The only way you're gonna see the top is you're gonna have to bag up. You might have to get on a boat or something. You might have to bag all the way up to see the top. In a relationship, if it ain't right, if it ain't wrong, sometimes you're gonna have to bag up just so you can find yourself, just so you could try to figure out, like, okay, what are we doing? Like, man, like I got a lot on the line for this. Like, this is my life, this is my future. Are we going in the right direction that we supposed to be going in? Because if not, then you know what I mean, we might have to change course. Ain't no sense getting mad about the years that you spent into it or how much time you got invested into it. You might have to, okay, I got to make these next move my best move. You dig what I'm saying? Because listen, if you continue to stay with it, you can't tell what's going on. You can't see. Only thing you think is you trying to make it work, and you trying to put these pieces to a puzzle and they don't even fit. You know what I mean? I done been in situations like that. You know what I mean? Where I knew I should have bagged up. I should have bagged up, but then yet and still, I'm still trying to make it shake, trying to make it work, and it just didn't work. You dig what I'm saying? Sometimes when you know it don't work, it don't work. And then listen to what else he said though, fellas. He was like, now you giving him access to clarity. You know what I mean? And it's like I had this other video that I wanted to show this one dude, you know what I mean? But I think he said a little bit more important is that, like, when you get this clarity, you get a chance to check you out. You get a chance to say, like, okay, am I really, you know what I mean, being number one to this lady? You know what I mean? Because we gaslight, or we, a little shorty at work today, she said love bomb. So you tell people what they want to hear, you know what I mean, until you get them. And then once you get them and you know that you got full access to them, all of a sudden the real you comes out, and now you don't even want them. You dig what I'm saying? Now you ain't being fly no more. You ain't dressing you fly. Now all of a sudden you done switched up your tone. You cussing and calling them all out their name. You calling them the B word. All of a sudden now you hanging out with your guys. Now y'all done got together. Y'all in the crib and stuff. Y'all splitting bills. Now all of a sudden you want to hang out all night with your guys. At first you was spending the night over there every night watching Netflix. Now she done gave you a key. You dig what I'm saying? Ain't nobody seeing you until like 6 in the morning. You dig? Y'all got to cut it out, man. For real. Because you know we do that. And I used to be on that back in the day. I ain't gonna even lie. So I know what it's like, and I know what ladies know. Because when you trying to win her over, that's all you see. I mean, straight up, we hanging out like Bonnie and Clyde. We drink together. We watch a TV together. We play cards together. We doing stuff together. We doing it as a team and a unit. But boy, so so as y'all get into the crib together and everything is everything, shh, come on, man. You already know what it is. You know where you're going. You know what you're doing, and so it don't never be like that. And so here's the thing to love glue. The love glue. The whole purpose of the title is we just basically, if you're trying to heal after a toxic relationship, you got to get you together. You got to start loving on yourself. You got to try to figure out what can I do to bring me back together and put the pieces of my life back together so that if I do get into the next relationship or whenever it do come, God place somebody in my life that I feel like is it. I know how I'm gonna treat this person. You dig what I'm saying? And I was just telling y'all like last time, like I had to really like sit back and check myself. Like, you know what I mean? Um, am I right, Father? Like I got like little funky attitudes, and I'm not disrespectful and call people out of their name. That ain't in me no more. You know what I mean? I ain't doing that, and I don't invade people's space. I don't, you know what I mean? I ain't on that no more. But what I do is like if I feel like this is a certain attitude a person got or a certain character, I'll just block myself and I'll wrap up in a force field and I don't talk. And so I got so many different things that I can do to stay busy that I'll just stay busy. You dig what I'm saying? I won't call. I won't have to text you. I'll just stay busy. I'll just stay, just keep doing my thing. I keep my head down and I'll just keep grinding. That ain't always healthy. You dig what I'm saying? Because you might mess around and you might blow something. But I gotta figure it out. So listen, as I was going over this, check this out. Three things that you got to do. First, number one, like dude was saying, it's got to be acceptance. You know what I mean? You got to accept. Okay, this relationship ain't going nowhere. It ain't no sense of us trying. You know, if y'all fighting like all the time, you dig what I'm saying? Remember what Watina was saying? I mean, I loved it when she came on because she said some stuff that was so real. She was just like, when dude was at his best, he was at his best. It was just like he was a gentleman. He was like a hero. Those things was good. But then again, after that moment, then here come the negative talk. Here come the downplay. So now you're in a relationship. Okay, y'all got some good little moments. Oh man, we get paid or something, something go down, big type of change or something come in. We might go splurge on a new car. We might move to a new spot. We might go out to eat. But then as soon as we do something nice, the flame is over with. Then now we back at each other's throat. We at each other top. You dig what I'm saying? So now we in the crib, we arguing and we fighting. The kids is watching it. You dig what I'm saying? We calling each other all out our name and stuff like that. We doing all of this mess. And it's like, all right, why, you know what I mean? This ain't going nowhere. So you got, sometimes you gotta put on your big girl panties. Sometimes you gotta put on your boxers, homie. If you feel like y'all ain't going nowhere, stop. Don't drag this person on. And don't keep dragging this relationship on. You dig what I'm saying? Come to the acceptance that's, hey, listen, me and you ain't gonna make it. No matter what I thought. You dig what I'm saying? Now listen, let's go through some of these quotes because I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna hit you with some of them when we get to them. Because there's a quote that I want to tell you about. Now listen to this. this this is crazy, but I wrote it down. And listen to this, and you tell me what you think. The person said, "I wish I could go back to the day that I met you and then walk away." I wish I could go back to the day that I met you and walk away. Now, when you in the acceptance mode, you dig what I'm saying? You, you know what it is. Sometimes it hurt when you say goodbye, but it's like the flashbacks that follow. You get to having the flashbacks of all the good times. So as you trying to say goodbye to a person, you know what I mean? That's when it just seemed like, oh, well, we did this good, we did this good. But then again, you got to put that on the scale, and you got to be like, okay, we was good over here. Sex was good. When we eat, we cook, the food is good. You know what I mean? But over here, we you don't budget right. You ain't saving your money. You spend your money reckless. Oh, your money go to weed. Your money is drinking. When it's time to pay bills, you ain't got your part. You're not being a grown man over here. You ain't coming in at the time that you're supposed to come in. Or maybe you out here flirting when you hang out with your girls. Y'all flirting. Y'all over at people's house, and you know y'all got dudes over there doing them been trying to holler at you. So it's certain things that when it comes to being in a relationship that you just ain't got together. And if you ain't trying to grow up and y'all ain't compatible, you gotta let it be known. Like, listen, I ain't about to live my life like this. I ain't. I'm man. I'll tap out in a minute. Like I'm out. You dig what I'm saying? I'm done. Like I ain't finna go through this. I ain't finna be miserable because I ain't got that. I'm a man. Listen, God's will next year, 50 ball. You think I'm finna be in I ain't got no time to waste in a relationship, and we sitting up and we mad at each other, and we didn't sit up there and invested money, time, we live together. You dig what I'm saying? All of this, we done did all of this, and now I'm unhappy. I'm walking around just mad all day. That ain't no way to live, bro. Turn up for Christ and burn for life. I ain't going. You know what I mean? For real. I'm gonna get away from around you because my peace is important. I gotta have peace. But that's a true statement. I wish I can go back to the day that I met you and walk away. And sometimes you got to feel like that. Like, listen, even though you love this person, you just going to have to walk away. Like, we just finna call it quits. Listen to this. I got to take these off. Let me see. These are my reader glasses. It says, I hate the fact that I was naive. You put me through hell, and I thought I was in love. Listen to that again. I hate the fact that I was naive. You put me through hell, but I thought I was in love. Ladies, how many of that is y'all? You dig what I'm saying? um, you really think like this dude love you. Let me tell you something. Love don't come with no black eye. Love don't come with no black lip. Love don't love a bitch. You know what I mean? Calling you all out your name. You dig what I'm saying? You in the house with this person and they making you feel like you ain't nothing, like you less than a woman. Anytime that you in a relationship with a grown man, if he feel like he got an issue with you, say you got a temper, homie, why don't you go somewhere until you calm down? And if you feel like, okay, when you mad that you don't know how to handle your anger, you got to go get you some help. You can't be punching on people or punching holes in walls or tearing stuff up because you mad. Now all of a sudden you want to slap pictures off the table. You dig what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You mad because you know what I mean? You got an attitude and now you just want to fight. Come on, fam. That ain't how we doing stuff. That ain't how grown people act. You dig what I'm saying? And then, ladies, grown women don't always have to speak their mind all the time. You don't always have to tell a man off. Yeah, I tell him what's on my mind and snapping your neck and making your fingers snap like you really just doing this and that. And, always trying to talk loud or trying to be embarrassing in front of his friends or this and that or going and telling y'all business to other people every time y'all fall out. You see what I'm saying? Um, when you in a relationship and you being grown about a situation, y'all confrontations or whatever conflict that you got, it's got to be resolved right there. And mainly, if it's in a house with some kids, is that do it in the bedroom. Because the last thing you want to do is start showing them examples, especially like little ladies and little guys, that it's okay to call a chick the B word or slap her up. You dig what I'm saying? You know, and now your daughter growing up and she think that this is cool when men do this. You know what I mean? Because soon as a dude do it to her, then you're gonna be ready to kill him. You're gonna be ready to fight. But it's got to start at the house. And so, if you in this healing process, you got to know. Remember what we said? Accept. Find the meaning of, okay, this relationship is what it is. This relationship ain't going nowhere, and you're gonna have to accept it. You're gonna have to come to terms with it. And then these are the things that you're gonna have to do. Ain't no sense like getting mad. Here's what I found. Oh, dang, that's Siri on my watch looking up stuff. Being naive, letting a person put you through hell, but then you thinking that it's love. Me and my buddy was just talking about this today. Listen to this. Um, he was getting his hair cut, and we always chop it up. He's a Christian guy, and we was just talking about like soul ties, like when people, when you sleep around with like multiple partners and stuff like that. Um, this person was in a relationship with this guy. Now, stick to the statement, right? I hate the fact that I was naive. You put me through hell, but I thought it was love. Have you ever seen a woman who just don't want to let this dude go because this is what she think love is now? And it seemed like now every time she get into a relationship, it's just like if dude don't slap on her or he don't beat her up, she don't feel like she's special. You dig what I'm saying? She'll run into a good dude. This dude is smooth. He quiet. He don't do all the cussing and all the fighting and the nig-nagging and all of that. She don't like him. She don't want him. She won't, what I mean, rowdy Piper. You dig what I'm saying? The dude that's coming in the crib, slapping her up, cussing and kicking in doors and doing this and that. But the smooth, cool dude, that ain't her flavor. And you want to know why? Sometimes when you get to sleeping with people and you get them soul ties and you done pull off their spirit, now all of a sudden you connected to this person spiritually. So now you think that what this person doing to you is cool because now his spirit is a part of your spirit. So now you done left him and your spirit is looking for that. It's looking for a mess. It's looking for somebody to treat you like you ain't nothing. So guess what you do? You continue to try to negotiate love with sex or with gifts. It's like, come on. I don't care if you give a person sex. That ain't gonna win them over. You dig what I'm saying? How cool you think your sex is? I don't care what you think you can do to him. Go down on him, whatever it is you want to do. It ain't gonna win him over. You dig what I'm saying? What are you see? What I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna be on the podcast, what are you saying, bro? She'll be back after you slapped her up, or is that what you're saying? You got to explain yourself. Tap in, Jumac, and explain. You got to put more to that one because that don't make sense. She'll be back. No, she need to leave if she ain't. If the dude ain't treating her right, she need to leave. We talking about soul ties, Jumac. If she having sex with a guy and this guy's spirit is wrong, it's possible that she can pull from that dude's spirit. And now when she gets with somebody else, she's attracted to that type of spirit. That's a real thing, bro. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? So believe that. Listen to this. Loving you wasn't a mistake, but thinking you loved me was. Listen to that again. Loving you wasn't a mistake, but thinking you loved me was. That goes back to what you was just saying. What is love, Jumac? You was like, love is love. What is love? Thinking that you love me back, that was the mistake. So sometimes when remember we said you got to get to the acceptance part, like okay, you got to accept this relationship for like what it is, like it ain't going nowhere. You dig what I'm saying? So when are you gonna come to the terms to say, all right, you didn't love me? You dig what I'm saying? Hold on. If you beat her, you don't need her. I believe that. I think that's true. That's true. You know what I mean? Because I said that too, Jumac. There's a scripture in the Bible, and it says, "Husbands, love your wives like you love your body." He said, "For no one hates his own body, for he nourishes it and loves his body." So he says, treat your wife like that. And so sometimes it make me think about like how we get into our gym mode and how we love to go to the gym and we do like little different things like that, and we take care of ourselves. You dig what I'm saying? Paul said that in Ephesians. It's like somewhere like in Ephesians 6, he was just like, husbands, love your wives like you love your body. For no one, he said the man nourishes his body and loves his body. He's like, you got to love your wife like that. Nobody, what I mean, hates their body and beats on their body. You dig what I'm saying? That's just like you buying a new car and then you just take a crowbar and just go out there and bust the windows out. Then you go out there and bust the head like stupid. This is yours. I'm saying this is your gift. This is what God gave you. You dig what I'm saying? And so once you accept her and you feel like, okay, she's a blessing to your life, you don't beat her up. You dig what I'm saying? You don't turn around and beat her up, And so I can feel, if a lady said that, loving you wasn't a mistake. Just thinking you love me was. And sometimes it might be like that. Sometimes you think a person love you and sometimes they think that they love you. But then you got to try to figure out what is real love. Real love, like we said, don't come with no black eye. You know what I mean? Don't come with the nicknames, bitch, hoe, you slut, you ain't shit. Excuse my language, but I got to keep it thorough. I'm painting a picture in your head. So if you hearing this every time you and your dude get into an argument, y'all get mad. And then sometimes y'all say that too. Y'all call him all out of his name and stuff like that. It's got to be vice versa. Come on, stop you know what I mean? The name calling. One thing about a relationship too, number two, the other part is the wisdom. Okay, say the relationship is bad. All right, it didn't work out. But look at the relationship and see, what did I learn? You see what I'm saying? Because like the soul tie thing is real. So you better understand that. So if you're going through some things and you don't understand what you're going through and why you do, like, listen, there's somebody close to you that's got some sound advice. There's at least one person that's got some sound advice. Like, girl, you don't need nobody like that. You'll find a man. Like, I don't care who we are, where we at. God is always gonna have somebody around you that's gonna be in your ear, that's gonna let you know something ain't right. And you know what a real man look like. I don't care if you don't do nothing but watch a movie. You dig what I'm saying? So once you figure out, okay, what love is, then when you in a relationship, if it go bad, now you get to say, guess what? I ain't going for that one no more. You can't run that on me no more. So you didn't want to say all the little games, the little slick stuff that you was doing before that he just did. The next dude is supposed to throw up your defense. You now you're supposed to be smart. Now you're supposed to have some game about yourself. You ain't supposed to go get another dude. You just had one dude that just beat up on you. Now you finna go get another dude that beat up on you, who drive your car. He ain't got no car. He ain't got no job. Come on, man. For real. Like sometimes this stuff is like stupid. For real. Like stupid, stupid. Like you know better than that. He ain't got no job. He ain't even got license. And he steadily drinking and smoking and you letting him drive your whip. What's gonna happen when he tears somebody's car up? They finna, you dig what I'm saying? They finna take your car, or you gonna about to get sued. That's putting you in debt. When you real and you grown man and you own like real life, when you get with a woman, listen, it's just like this. Point blank simple. We gotta better each other. If we not bettering each other, especially like this, I'm gonna tell you like this. If you got a man in your life and you can't have a conversation with him, be like, listen, babe, you gotta go get your L's. what we working on right now, if that's one of the things we got to work on, we got to work on these fines. We got to work on these fines because you got to jump on this insurance because we need to be able to get back and forth to work, especially we got kids. You are not going to be out here tearing up cars and driving around drunk, riding your homies around here, smoking weed, taking chances. And next thing, like we just living it like that. Man, do you know we used to do that so much? You dig what I'm saying? Oh, Lee used to be so mad at me. I remember the, the week that I went to jail. True story. I was wired for sound. I had been drinking Crown all day. And so I took Naja and Wizzy. We went to McDonald's and I had the big F-150. Mac, you remember the black van? Okay, so I had the black van and I'm up here at the McDonald's on Welcome Way up here by the mall. And so I'm drunk. So I I'm taking the girls to go get them some McDonald's. So I jump in the van and boom, throw him in reverse. As soon as I pull out, boom, I run into this truck. And so it was some cool white people. I didn't tear their truck up. I kind of like hit the bumper. They put a little bit more dent inside the van bumper than what I did, right? And so as I'm talking to them, Naja and Wizzy started sticking their head out the van curtains. And the lady was like, "Oh, there's some little kids back there. Is everybody all right?" They ain't in no car seats, no nothing, right? So she's like, Are they all right?" And so then all of a sudden we look through the door, like, yeah, they all right. And Naja and Wizzy back there in the back of the van. So listen, I'm buying the cars, Oli putting them in her name, right? Oh man. Soon as we get back to the house, Wizzy, 3 years old, we walk in the house and we went to McDonald's. Soon as she walked in the house, she was like, "Mom, my dad hit somebody in the van. My dad ran into somebody in the van at 3 years old." I'm like, "Damn, you done snitched me out already." She spazzed. She was like, "See, Bear, you be putting this shit all in my name, and then you out here driving around drunk and da 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 da." But it's real talk, bro. That shit is played out, man. Riding around with no L's, drinking. You dig what I'm saying? I was just in court with a dude, man. He riding around and his baby was in the back seat and wasn't even fastened in the seatbelt. So when the police pulled him over for temp, guess what he got? Child endangerment charge because the child wasn't in the car seat. You dig what I'm saying? And he was in court smelling like weed. So they found weed on him, even though he lived in Rock Island still. So what, they smelled it on him. So now he got to take drug classes and stuff like that. He's a younger cat. So I said all of that to say this: when you get into these relationships, you got to know what a real man is. A real man ain't riding around doing stuff like that. Even though we think it's cool, we think we got somewhere to go. Oh, this is normal life. We smoke, we drink all day. So shit, where the keys at? We about to jump in his whip. What's gonna happen when you tear her shit up, or you tear the vehicle up, and y'all ain't even got no money to pay for it? Come on, man. I don't nagged on too much about that, but that's real talk. We talking about grown people stuff now. So when you see little relationships, stuff like that's happening in your life, ladies, get on away from around that. If he ain't trying to grow up, you got to go. You dig what I'm saying? And vice versa. Sometimes you can see ladies who just don't want to level up. They content with Section 8. They content with link cards. You dig what I'm saying? Little jobs, but only working enough that they don't cut the link card off. You see what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, you got a little job, but you don't want to make too much because, man, I make too much over there. They going to cut my food stamps off. Man, F them, them food stamps. You dig what I'm saying? Straight up. For real, for real. You got to level up. You gotta take steps because real people that want to be successful, they don't, ain't nobody thinking about living on the link card their whole entire life when you want to be successful. A successful person want to be, you know what I mean? We don't worry about stuff like food. You know what I'm saying? That's how that go. All right. Better yet, check out this one. Check out this one. What's up, Tish? I see you. She's like, hey, you see Jumac on here? Sound like you crazy. He said Greasy did like that. Greasy did like that. What are you talking about, Jumac? I hope you ain't drunk. I should have sent you the link, boy, because this show would have been cool to see you on there. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. But Tish, you know what it is. We grew up on Seven Dudes. We came back from the days. Listen to this. Stop cheating on your future. Your past is over. Stop cheating on your future. Your past is over. Okay. So what is this saying? When I read it, I had to read it a few different times to try to see what was it saying. It says, "Stop cheating on your future. Your past is over." It's just like if you scared to move forward, you cheating yourself out of your future. if you know that what's in the rear view ain't happening no more, you did when he said replying to Letitia, where you from? Seven dudes, boy. Where she what do you mean where she from? But meanwhile, stop cheating on your future. Your past is over. It's just like saying it's that same analogy. TD Jakes uses it, RC Blakes uses it too. God can never bless you with the new car as long as you got the hoopty in the driveway. You dig what I'm saying? Can't park the new car in the driveway because you got a hoopty in there. And so when we saying that, when you looking in the rear view and you know a relationship is over with, only thing you doing is cheating your future when you scared to move on. When you don't want to move on, you cheating yourself out of your future. You scared to do something new because we get content and everything. It just feel cool for the moment. Like damn, it's solid right here. And you think just for a moment those little bitty moments of peace is like cool, but they really ain't because when reality strike, like say for instance, say you smoking or you drinking, pretty soon you dig what I'm saying. When the high come down and you get to looking at it, give it a few months, and you see ain't nobody making no progress, ain't nobody leveled up, ain't nobody doing nothing, ain't nobody got a better job. Then you had a job and you ain't got no promotion. You dig what I'm saying? You working at a job and you ain't never getting no raises. You ain't never a manager, a supervisor, or nothing. You just you just flopping from job to job to job to job to job. You can't never retire like that if that's your thing. You dig what I'm saying? If you're a working person, you ain't never finna retire like that. Now, the only other thing you can do is go get a trade. What is you doing? Is you going back to school? What you say, Tisha? All right, I like that. That's dope. Tisha said, just like you can't be scared to go out of your comfort zone to get ahead. That's dope because you can't. And but here's the thing though, Tish, you have to be ready to let the dead weight go. You dig what I'm saying? If it's somebody that's in your rear view and they ain't looking like they moving futuristic, ain't no sense in it. That's what the quote is saying. Stop cheating your future. Your past is over. So basically what you saying, you better be not scared to get out that comfort zone to get ahead. You better run into your future. I'm telling you. Because if you don't, you know what I mean, you're gonna be sick. You're gonna be in the old age talking about shoulda, coulda, woulda, you know what I mean? Turn up for Christ or burn up for life. That's why I don't care. I go to school any chance I get. All right, listen to this one. Sometimes the best revenge is a smile and move on. Sometimes the best revenge is a smile and move on. Now, that's super simple, but that's super dope. Sometimes, man, you ain't gotta try to cuss people out like, oh, I could do all bad by myself, or I'm gonna level up on you, and then I ain't. You ain't even gotta talk to people about it. Only thing you gotta do is just like, hey, deuces. You know what I mean? Smile. I wish you the best. God bless you. You dig what I'm saying? And pray for him. Like, listen, man, God bless you. You dig what I'm saying? One of the other things, the three steps into the love glue of healing yourself and fixing yourself is forgiveness. You know, but let me go back to the wisdom one because there was a dope quote on there. It says, never forget what hurt you. It says, you can forget what hurt you, but never forget what it taught you. And so, yeah, when it comes to the wisdom, I think we talked about that. But listen to that. You have to be willing to forgive people. You know what I mean? Let it go. Forgive yourself, you know what I mean, for being a loving person if you love the wrong person. But you dig what I'm saying? Always know you ain't got to try to pay nobody back. Cause sometimes, man, people are scorned. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can mess with a woman, you can cheat on her, man, and she'll try to get you back. You dig what I'm saying? She'll start sleeping with your guys. You dig what I'm saying? Start sleeping with your buddies. You know, next thing you know, they pulling up on you, flatten your tires, put put the sugar in your tank. You dig what I'm saying? You know, it can go down, you know, so don't act like you can't. But sometimes the best revenge is a smile and just to move on. If it's a dead relationship, leave it where it is. If it's dead, leave it dead. You dig what I'm saying? Don't give it no more energy. Like you said, Tish, shit, step out your comfort zone and go straight ahead. Listen to this one. One day, your name didn't make me smile anymore. That's dope. One day, your name didn't make me smile anymore. That doesn't mean that it's got to be hateful either. It's just saying that, hey, one one day your name just didn't make me smile no more. What did you say? That's what my mom told me. Kindness kill all. Yeah, you're right about that one. It's not revenge, it's peace of mind. Ain't that right, Judy? Jada said, I was once told, don't look back. You ain't going that way. Oh, that's dope. Let's put that one up there, Jada. I was once told, don't look back. You ain't going that way. For real, for real. Especially if they're in the rear view. You dig what I'm saying? Don't even worry about it. All right, I already said the one about the goodbyes. It's the flashbacks. But like, listen to this. If you're brave enough to say goodbye, life will reward you with a new hello. If you're brave enough to say goodbye, life will reward you with a new hello. I think that one's pretty dope because sometimes I think, what I mean, it's again like, Tish said, it's the comfort zone. People so scared, you know what I mean, to say goodbye because it's normal. You know what I'm saying? You get content with somebody and you just don't want to try. And it's messed up. It's effed up. You don't like this. You don't like them no more. You dig what I'm saying? You just hoping that like one day something gonna change or maybe somebody better gonna come along and what I mean, sweep you off your feet. But it's real. When it comes to like love glue, sticking yourself back together, you remember what he said? Ain't that like the realest? Like you can't see the entire Empire State Building by standing in front of it, standing right in front of it. You're gonna have to bag up. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to bag up so you can see the situation. Once you see the situation, then next thing you know, you can get out of it. Move around, man. You dig what I'm saying? Especially when you know it's not good. If you're brave enough to say goodbye, life will reward you with a new hello. Sometimes people get well, I wonder because this could be a factor though too. Like what Tina was saying, sometimes a person can try to beat you in the head with, what I mean, negative thoughts like ain't nobody else gonna want you, or you'll start thinking ain't nobody else gonna want you. You know what I mean? You done been through so much, you know what I mean, you done gained some weight, you dig what I'm saying? Life done threw you through some situations. So now you feeling like, I'm just stuck in this and ain't nobody else gonna want me. That's a lie. You dig what I'm saying? That's a lie from hell. Matter of fact, I got some more. You did. Don't ever feel like that because it's saying your reward, life will reward you with the new hello. And so you got to be expecting a new hello. You know what I mean? You got to be looking for it. And then sometimes don't rush it. You dig what I'm saying? Why don't you just chill out? And like we were saying last show, like get you together so that way the next time you find somebody you ain't releasing this toxicity on them. Like now this person that made you bitter, now you mad. Have you ever run into people like all men's is dogs, they ain't none of them, you know what I mean, ain't none of them this, ain't none of them that, and you know what I mean, they ain't do nothing but just all thing they want is some ass, and they just like, listen, you know what I'm saying, man. I recently was hanging out with a person, man, and did a favor for them. You did what I'm saying. And there was a person that was so negative. I mean, we was going to get some gas. And I mean, just listen, true story. So I'm taking them to go get some gas. Now we don't got a gas can, right? And so I come past the house. I call my mom, like, man, do we got a gas can? And I couldn't find a gas can. So now I'm trying to help them get some gas in their car, so they can get this car moved before the police come and get them. They right around from like Yoshi. So I see them. They hit me. Boom. I come swoop them. Let's go get y'all some gas and then get it back. The person that they was with jumped in the car like, man, I wouldn't believe the police. They said they gonna give you an hour, knowing them dirty mother effers, they'll be back, in probably like 10 minutes and try to tow. Hurry up. Like, dang, all the gas stations closed in Davenport. Ain't nobody got no gas can. Ain't no gas stations open. It's like, little mama, it's like it's Thanksgiving night. Like everything is through. You dig what I'm saying? But not only that, her attitude was just like negative. True story. So we walks into the BP. I see these people every day on my way to work because I go in there and I buy a 2 liter to take to work with me. The dude that's on the night shift, he see my face every day. So we look around the store. There ain't no gas cans in the store. But she comes in, she drunk, coming in with this old talk. Oh, she from Chicago. Iowa stores is bogus because they don't sell no gas cans. She was like, y'all ain't got no gas cans in the stores. Y'all got all of these snacks, and you looking like you don't need no more snacks. I'm like, I'm like, hold on, like, be quiet. You dig what I'm saying? Don't say that to this man, because y'all don't got no gas. We don't got no gas can, but I know him. What if he got a gas can in his car? He know that he can let me use it and I can bring it back to him. So he looking at her. And I had to like fan her down, like, man, like, listen, don't pay her no attention. I don't even know Shorty. I don't think I know she with my peoples. So I'm like, ah. So I was like, hey, my dude, I said, do you got a gas can? I said, because they ran out of gas. We got to go over here and get this car moving before the police tow it. I said, you know me, I'm in here every day. I said, I bring the gas can back. Lo and behold, he went to the back and got us a gas can. But I'm just saying, the moral of the story is negative people. Keep negative people out your circle and don't let nobody make you so bitter to now all of a sudden you negative, because when you negative, that's the type of energy, you dig what I'm saying, that you surround yourself by. When this person is negative and they talking like that, I don't even want you around me, man, for real. You're gonna mess up my day, you mess up my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. You dig what I'm saying, straight up. And I wasn't gonna say that to her, but I'm just saying, you know, I still got some thug inside of me now. You dig what I'm saying? I love the Lord, but sometimes you got to be real. You dig what I'm saying? It's like, man, straight up, like, don't do that. You dig what I'm saying? And so, you know, ladies, don't be in a situation to where you give up. If you're brave enough to say goodbye, life will reward you with a new hello, because you don't want to, all right, all men is dogs. You know what I mean? They ain't nothing. Now all of a sudden somebody come up to talk to you and your face all screwed up. You dig what I'm saying? And now you don't know what to say. You all mad and you hot and bothered and stuff. It's just like, man, come on. We know you went through a rough situation. You dig what I'm saying? And I mean, I ain't gonna even front. I used to be like that. So I used to act like this. If a say a female friend hurt me, you dig what I'm saying? I would just pay him back. You dig what I'm saying? I started doing that like at an early age. When I got my heart broken, like high school, like boom, shorty, you know what I mean? Started trying to holler at one of my dudes. All right, it was a wrap. Next thing you know, I just started, you know what I mean? I learned how to just go harder. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you something, it don't work. You dig? You might think you cool. So being bitter, trying to pay somebody back, in that manner, you know what I mean? You ain't gonna do nothing but make it worse. You dig what I'm saying? So I would just say walk away. What we say? The other one is the best revenge is to smile and just move around, because that way you're gonna keep your peace. Judy said something to that fact. Judy said something. She says it's not revenge, it's a peace of mind. You know what I mean? And that's so real. It's not revenge, it's a peace of mind. And basically, I think that's all you're looking for at the end of the day. You know what I mean? As you get older, if it's anybody young that's watching podcasts right now, and when Restream they giving me my feedback and let me know how many people watching in my crowd. It's mainly like women's from like 35 to 50. So that's my biggest audience. And so what we see right here, this number right here, is more people watching it, but the biggest audience is from like 35 to 50. And so if I can give anybody something that's in the 30s, you dig what I'm saying? And you out here and you feeling like, all right, you having fun, you know what I mean? You still at the club, you know what I mean? It's cool. You got kids and they kind of like young and you still trying to figure it out. At the end of the day, what you're trying to do is just find one person. You know what I mean? You looking for the one person, the ride or die, the one that you feeling like, all right, I can face life with you. You know what I mean? Like me and you, we can make it shake. I trust you. You dig what I'm saying? And so trust means a lot because you got to earn that. You know what I mean? That ain't just given. I respect you. So when you saying I respect you, like I was saying, um, one of the things that I try to do now, if a woman is close to me and you know what I mean, we feeling like we friends and we finna do this, I'm praying because I ain't got it together. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm praying. You said, boy, my words, I'll give a better visual. Boy, a better visual of what? You said I'm 36 years young. Well, that's what I'm saying, though, Tish. So I'm just saying, but you got like an old soul. You're a little bit more mature. You dig what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, if you young and you still out here and you're trying to figure it out with the sleeping around, you dig what I'm saying? And you know what I mean, hopping from this to this, you dig what I'm saying? You're gonna mess around and get them soul ties mixed up, and you ain't gonna really want that, because now all of a sudden you done mix yourself up with a bunch of people. You don't want that popping off. That could be dangerous. We can talk about that again. But at the end of the day, ladies, you trying to figure out somebody that you can ride or die with, the experience. Back to what I was trying to say though, um, I know that I don't got it together. You know what I mean? That's the reason why I just pray. I swear to who, I pray a lot. Like, you know what I mean? Like every morning when I wake up, I thank God for the day. I ask him to give me the strength and the energy to do his will and his purpose and to glorify him. If somebody is close to me and I'm feeling this person, I'm always pray to him and ask him, like, you know what I mean? Show me how to respect this person. Show me how to treat this person. This is your daughter. You dig what I'm saying? I need your strength and your wisdom on how to treat this person so I don't jag. You dig? Because the old me, Jumac, you already know what we used to be on. You know what I mean? It was just like running through, you know what I mean, or doing little stuff. You dig what I'm saying? That whorish mentality or that sleeping around and thinking that it's cool. You know what I mean? And it's not. You get older, and next thing you know, now all of a sudden you feeling like, man, you trying to get it together, you trying to slow it down, and it's just a big mess. You done created a big mess. So basically, if I could tell anybody right now, like I was trying to tell the little young dude at the lunch table, like, listen, man, he couldn't have been no more but in his 20s. But if you feeling this lady and this is your girlfriend and you really like love her, you know what I mean? You could say, all right, well, man, let that go. You're gonna fall in love plenty of times or many a times. But guess what? What if that is the one for him? My uncle and his wife, my uncle Bus and my auntie May, I think my uncle and them, they've been together since they was teenagers all the way up until she passed first, then he passed. But I'm talking about they celebrated 50 years together. They was together since they was teenagers. You know what I'm saying? So you can't tell me like real love don't exist, that it ain't out there, and that you ain't gonna have bumps and bruises. But there's some people that done made it happen. You dig what I'm saying? And I guarantee you, I would rather live life like that than sleeping around. You know what I mean? I promise you, I would rather, you know what I mean, live life than that like that than sleeping around. You know what I mean? Just a bunch of soul ties mixed up effed up, waking up with somebody new in the bed. Like, the, who are you? Like, I don't even like you. Like, go home. Like, you did what I'm saying? What are you doing here? How did you get here? You did what I'm saying? I don't, I'm telling you, bro, that life was so miserable. I think G Nice said it best, man. G Nice was on here like, man, I don't got the energy no more for that. I don't got the energy and the time and the effort to try to keep up with this or to lie about that and lie about that. It's like, I'm straight. One. One love. That's it. But keep the main thing the main thing. Um, love glue. What are we talking about? You gotta accept what the relationship for what it is. Is this the new meaning of my life? Like, all right, we over with, we starting from scratch. Don't be mad, just learn out the wisdom. What did you gain from the relationship? Did you okay? We just spent 10 years together. We maybe got like some kids or something. All right, I love you, my dude. You know what I mean? I love you, sweetheart. You know what I mean? We just ain't healthy together. You know what I mean? So now, even if I did make some mistakes, and just like he said though too, remember he was saying like when the lady bag up, homies, fellas, what you need to do is get some clarity. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes stop trying to force them back in it just because you all right and you done broke her heart and you think it's all good and that she should just get over it. She ain't over it. Let her take her time. Why don't you just try to figure out, you? Like, you know what I mean? Like, try to figure out, and it ain't also necessary that it's just all men breaking women heart. It goes both ways. Women, sometimes y'all do some dirtball stuff too. Sometimes y'all sleep with guys, friends, homies. Something happened. He go to jail. He was selling dope. Y'all was balling off his bread. Then he go to the jail, go to the joint. You have a baby by another dude. You dig what I'm saying? Or you spend his money, or you know what I mean? It's a bunch of jive turkey moves that y'all pull off too. You know what I mean? Dirt bags. You dig? But what I'm saying is, listen, homie, get the clarity, or sweetheart, get some clarity. Bag up, get some clarity. Love yourself, then try to figure out what you finna do with it. What you say, Loco Los? Houdini said it best. Yeah, one love, one love. You lucky just to have just one. You know what I mean? And if you get that one and y'all feel like it's not to say y'all not gonna have problems. It's not to say everything is gonna be perfect. That's not what we saying. What we saying is, do I think I can finish this race of life with you? But if I'm waking up in the morning and I don't want to see your face, like you know what I mean? Like when it's time to go in the house, I'm tired, like, damn, I gotta go. I gotta go in here with you. Like, man, it's time to go to bed. You don't, you don't even want to go to bed. You try to sleep on the couch. You dig what I'm saying? You start making pallets on the floor. Like it's over. You dig what I'm saying? It's a wrap. You know what I mean? Clarity is everything, Jada. You're right about that. Clarity. Come to terms and grips with yourself and stop playing, man. We too grown. If you're not loving that woman, let that woman go. Get out of her life so she can go find the person that she want. If this man is not a grown man, get away from around him. Especially if he putting his hands on you and he calling you out your name and he running around just sleeping with people. You dig what I'm saying? If you run around sleeping with people, just stop. Especially and don't do it in front of the kids. You dig what I'm saying? And remember the last thing, forgive. If somebody hurt you, man, forgive them. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta forget. You just got to get over there. You dig what I'm saying? I ain't forget, but you just got to get somewhere now. You dig what I'm saying? You got to go on. You said something. Hold on. Can I read that real quick, Judy? Judy says, I knew my marriage was over when I started feeling that same way. Couldn't stand the sight of him. Don't that make so much sense though? I knew my marriage was over when I started feeling the same way. I couldn't stand the sight of him. Stop doing that, man, y'all. You dig what I'm saying? Role playing because it's the thing to do because he owe half on the rent. You dig what I'm saying? Or you sticking with her because you broke and you know when she get her check, she gonna buy you something to drink or something to smoke. You ain't bringing nothing to the table. You ain't doing nothing but taking, taking, taking. Get away from her. Get some clarity about yourself. You ain't really grown. You dig what I'm saying? Get on your grown man stuff. Grown men, man, they do stuff. They move different. You dig what I'm saying? Healthy decisions aren't the easy decisions, easiest decisions. I think that is. Jada says, forgive them so you can move forward. You have to, Jada, because you know why? It's dead weight. Ain't no sense running around, moving and grooving, and you still torn up about this person, mad at this person, trying to hold on. You make me sick. Your mama stank. I can't stand you. I'll stab you. You know what I mean? You ready to kill everybody that they close to? No, I tell you what, go that way. You do. God bless you. Go that way. And then, if nothing else, man, just I'm gonna tell you what I do, and I ain't saying my. I'm just healthy as like I know everything. I don't. I'm studying up on it. I read some stuff. I listen to some stuff that makes some sense to my life that might help me in my decisions or some decisions that I done made. You notice how I'm always throwing me up under the bus. Then I bring it to you. And then that's how it goes. But I fell in love with myself. I'm talking about even when I was in prison to when I came home. You dig what I'm saying? I am not afraid to just leave people alone and just do me. You know what I mean? Company that I keep will be haircuts. And then after that, I've been over here making beats and working on songs. I can DJ now. I can draw portraits. And I ain't saying that, but get you some hobbies. Find you some stuff to do to take your mind off stuff. I don't care if it ain't nothing but a jigsaw puzzle. You better figure it out. Life is too deep for that. Listen, man, it's 9:03. We started on time today, so I gotta go. I gotta go get some cleaning stuff from Walmart. Pray for me, cause you know how you go in there. You claim you're gonna spend 40. You come out of there and spend 140. Not today. Turn up for Christ or burn up for life. I love y'all. God knows I do. But listen, I don't know. I just be trying to bring something to the table, man, that might make some sense to somebody. Just some encouragement, some inspiration, something that you know what I mean you can use for the day. I don't know what you're going through or what's happening, but I want you to check out one more video, ladies. Listen to this lady right here. She is so dope. Check this out.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but here goes. I pray you truly heal from that heartbreak. I pray that you see yourself the way that God sees you. I pray that you no longer lay in your bed crying at night, wondering, why me? Why am I not good enough? Why did this have to happen to me? I pray for your peace of mind. I pray that you learn to love yourself wholly and unapologetically. I pray that you one day receive the love that you so deeply desire. And as you wait, you continue to believe. You continue to pray.
You see what I'm saying? That was so dope. And so when I seen her, I had to show her. I almost forgot that I had her. You dig what I'm saying? And so listen, notice the few things that she did say. Hold on, I'm talking to the fans. Who are you talking to? Replying to Julian Young, Claudine, what's up? Oh, okay. Y'all meeting people? Claudia Duran, it's cool. Laugh out loud. I'm lost. Someone tagged me in this who I don't even know. Oh, okay. You don't even know us, but it's cool. Double back and just watch it from the top. We ain't doing nothing but talking about love and talking about relationships and love glue. The thing what I was trying to get to y'all tonight is to be able to get to this point to where you could say, I'm finna bag up from this relationship. I'm finna love myself, get myself together, and get my life back on track. So then that way I can get who God got for me in my life. Now, Shorty just explained it. She just said, you know me, she prayed that you find that peace of mind. She prayed that you find that happiness because God loves you more than anybody, man. And just when you think everybody in your circle or everybody in your corner or everybody in your life is giving up on you, that's one who ain't gonna never give up on you. You dig what I'm saying? And every day he wakes you up, you got to know that he love you and he got a purpose and he got a plan for you. And it ain't for you to be lonely. It ain't for you to be by yourself. But sometimes he might just say, hey, you got to walk through the fire right now. Listen, you just left in this toxic relationship. I need to talk to you. I need your attention. Leave them alone for a minute and come on over here. You know what I mean? And sit down. Let's chop it up. Spend some time with me so I can show you what real love is. See, that's what I keep trying to tell y'all. I know I want it, but at the end of the day, man, we flawed in this flesh, bro. I'm telling you. Plus, we got these past. We grew up. It's all type of trauma that goes on with black people. Enough growing up in black houses and growing up seeing my uncles as players and pimps and selling dope. And you dig what I'm saying? So I've been seeing all of these things since I was a little kid. So my mind is conflicted. So guess what I do, God? When you send her to me, I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna ask you to show me how to treat her, how to love her, how to respect her, how to be honest to her. You know what I mean? And it works as far as like friendships. And I think that the wife is coming. I think it is. You know what I mean? I think the wife, because that's where I want to do with myself, with my life. You know, at this age that I'm in, you did pray for that, you did. But that's what we was talking about, Claudia. So now you know. Now you tuned in, and just remember, I love you. God love you. Bear truth. We'll be back Sunday. Peace.